Welcome back to Epic Quotes. If you're new to the channel, we dive deep into the lives of some of the most influential figures in history, uncovering the powerful lessons behind their achievements. And today, we're exploring the fascinating story of Alexander Graham Bell, the brilliant inventor whose groundbreaking work in communication reshaped the world. He didn't just invent the telephone. He changed the way humanity connects, making long-distance communication a reality. Stick around because in today's video, we'll not only look at Bell's incredible achievements, but also explore the key lessons his life has to offer. Let's dive into the life of a man who truly changed the world. Born on March 3, 1847, in Edinburgh, Scotland, Alexander Graham Bell grew up in a family deeply involved in speech and communication. His father, Melville Bell, was a professor who created a system called visible speech, which aimed to help the deaf learn to speak. His mother, Eliza, was deaf, and this had a profound impact on Alexander's life. From a young age, he was exposed to the challenges faced by those who couldn't hear, and this sparked his lifelong interest in finding ways to help them communicate. Alexander's mother played a crucial role in shaping his worldview. Though she could not hear, she was a brilliant woman who communicated through touch and lip reading. Bell often assisted her with her teaching and experiments, learning firsthand the complexities of speech and hearing. This environment of compassion and curiosity led Bell to ask a profound question early on: how could we bridge the gap between the hearing and the deaf? This question would go on to drive much of his work later in life. Bell's journey toward inventing the telephone wasn't as straightforward as we might think. While we associate him with the telephone today, he didn't set out to create it. In fact, Bell's primary focus was improving the telegraph. In the 19th century, the telegraph was the cutting-edge technology for long-distance communication, but it could only send Morse code. Bell, being the curious inventor he was, began wondering, could it be possible to transmit the human voice using electrical signals? Bell's experiments involved converting sound into electrical impulses. It was an incredibly ambitious project, especially considering the limited technology at the time. But Bell's passion for solving problems and his drive to help people pushed him forward even when success seemed far off. After countless trials, setbacks, and moments of frustration, Bell's breakthrough came in 1876. He succeeded in transmitting the first intelligible human voice over a wire. The message? Simple, yet world-changing. "Mr. Watson, come here. I want to see you." And in that moment, Bell didn't just invent a new device. He opened the door to a new era of communication. While Alexander Graham Bell is most famous for the telephone, his contributions to science and society extended far beyond just one invention. His work with the deaf community was groundbreaking. He didn't just create devices. He dedicated much of his life to understanding and improving the lives of those with hearing impairments. Bell spent much of his career working with the deaf, developing new methods and devices to help them communicate more effectively. He invented a series of tools for speech training, such as the visible speech system, which allowed people to learn speech by visually seeing the movements of the mouth. He also founded the American Association to promote the teaching of speech to the deaf, where he worked with educators and specialists to create more effective ways for the deaf to speak and understand language. But Bell's curiosity didn't stop at communication. He was an inventor through and through. In addition to his work with sound, Bell made significant strides in other fields. One of his passions was aeronautics. Bell was involved in developing early aviation technology, and in 1907, he founded the Aerial Experiment Association, which conducted pioneering research in flight. He also invented the hydrofoil, a type of boat that could skim across the water at high speeds, paving the way for future advancements in transportation. In 1881, Bell even developed the first metal detector to locate a bullet lodged in President James Garfield after he was shot by an assassin. Though the device didn't succeed in finding the bullet, it was an important step in the development of technologies used in medicine and security. Bell's wide-ranging interests and innovations proved that he wasn't just an inventor. He was a visionary who sought to improve the world in every way he could. Now, let's explore some of the most valuable lessons we can learn from the life of Alexander Graham Bell. His achievements were not just a result of his brilliant mind. They were also shaped by his character and the choices he made along the way. Let's break down some of the key lessons from his journey. Curiosity and passion are powerful forces. Bell was deeply curious about the world around him, and his passion for understanding sound, speech, and technology was the driving force behind his groundbreaking work. Curiosity is the foundation of innovation. If you're not asking the right questions, you'll never find the answers that can change the world. Failure is part of the process. Bell faced countless failures on his path to success. His early experiments often didn't work, and he encountered setbacks from both competitors and skeptics. But each failure brought him closer to his goal. Bell once said, "When one door closes, another opens." His journey shows us that failure isn't something to fear. It's a stepping stone toward success. Empathy can inspire innovation. Bell's work with the deaf was deeply personal. He wasn't just solving a problem, he was striving to make life better for a community that had been marginalized. True innovation comes when we empathize with others and use our talents to improve their lives. Alexander Graham Bell's legacy is more than just the telephone. It's about the relentless pursuit of knowledge, the courage to fail, and the deep compassion for others that drove him to make the world a better place. Bell didn't just change how we communicate, he changed how we think about solving problems. He showed us that innovation isn't just about having ideas. It's about taking action and pushing through the obstacles that stand in the way. Every time we pick up a phone or send a message across the globe, we are reminded of Bell's contributions. His work transcended his time, leaving an indelible mark on history. That's it for today's deep dive into the life of Alexander Graham Bell. I hope his story has inspired you as much as it inspired me. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss an episode of Epic Quotes. And remember, just like Bell, you have the potential to make a lasting impact on the world. Stay curious, stay inspired, and keep pushing the boundaries of what's possible. See you in the next video.